Testing, testing. We're going to get this going in a couple seconds here. Yo, what is up, everybody? We are live. We're officially live again. Another Thursday edition of, I don't know what we're going to call this. Let's Park It Thursdays. I'm not sure yet, but we're figuring it out. We're going to let some people get in the chat. If you're in here now, put yourself in the chat. I want to hear from you guys because we got a lot of stuff to cover today. So much stuff. Some exciting news has been happening all day. Of course, we gotta go over it because it's Halloween time, everybody. Well, it's not really Halloween time, but it's gonna be Halloween time. Oh, wait, is my song still on? Let me turn that off. Was that still going the whole time? I'm sorry. My bad. That's bad. That's my bad. Was the song going over my voice the whole entire time? I'm not sure. Was it? I couldn't hear what was going on. So everyone, welcome. We're going to let some people get in the chat here because we don't got a lot of people. Where is everybody? Where are you all? Yeah, let's get this thing going. If you're just joining us, welcome to the live stream. We got some things to talk about. First, we're going to talk about Disneyland, Universal Studios. No masks anymore. We're going to talk about that. And then I have some Halloween stuff to talk about, which is why everyone's here. And there we go. We got some people in the chat. If you're here, 9 p.m., what's up? We're in C. It's 9 p.m. here. It is 7 p.m. here in California. If you're just joining us, we're going to talk about some cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff happened today. Lots of crazy stuff, especially over in Orlando at Halloween Horror Nights. So many cool things about to happen in this. Let's make sure to hit that like button if you guys haven't already. The more likes, the more people that get to see this. So let's make sure to hit that like button. Who do we got all in the chat? All right, so let's get into this. I want to talk about quick first before this. Mouse Vibes. Someone said on Twitter that they might bring back Halloween Jack to the hotels in Orlando. Mouse Vibes, don't you worry. I have all of this. Oh, I have to show this. Mouse Vibes, sorry. Because you had said a swear word, it made me I can't be attacked by the hotel. No, you're going. Mouse Vibes, you're going. You're going to have a great time. Mouse Vibes is in the chat and is super scared. Well, one of them is super scared of everything scary. And she doesn't know it yet. You're going to have a great time. Master of Fear, sup, homie? How are you doing? Good to see you in the chat. We're going to go over a few things. I want to get some more people in here because there's so much going on right now in the world of scary. But let's go over Universal Studios. So Tuesday, Universal Studios, I went. Mouse Vibes was there too, and it was the first day that we didn't have masks, and it was kind of weird at first, but also amazing. It was really cool to actually be there, not have a mask on, and be able to breathe because it's so hot, and you're there and just you're dripping sweat, and you're like, oh my god, am I gonna be able to make it? And now you can breathe. And I can get this nice mask tan gone. Look, you can see that line right there. I want that gone. So now I can finally go out in public and get it gone. But restrictions were gone. Zach, what's up? Zach's in the chat. Lindsay, what's up? I won't even go to H&H becoming a wimp and trying to get the courage. Lindsay, you gotta go. Everybody that's in here, welcome. We're just talking about some stuff with Universal Studios opening. And how it was just so nice to go. The crazy part of what happened with the masks being gone is that it opened up the lines. Full capacity, you could actually see what was happening when full capacity happened. A line that was 200 minutes long went to 30 minutes in 24 hours in one day. It was nuts to see that happen. It was just a cool thing. It was you could definitely tell a difference. There was a lot of people with masks, a lot of people without masks. People, you don't know what's going on right now, so they're trying to figure it out. Let me see here. I have been having some little difficulties with my connection lately, so I'm just gonna be, if like something happens, I don't know, guys, but uh-oh. What's that? What happened there? Let me see if I can fix that. Sorry about this, guys. Just some technical difficulties happening. Oh, there it goes again. Oh, what was that? Uh-oh, guys. Oh, I don't know what's going on right now. This is kind of weird. Guys, let me try and figure this out. I'm sorry. Uh-oh. Oh no. This isn't good, guys. This is not good whatsoever. I think I've seen him before. Uh-oh. Did you miss me? Yes, that is right, everybody. Jack is back. Jack is back. He is back, everybody. Halloween Horror Nights. He took over the stream. Who is excited for Jack to be back? Oh my. Mouse Stuffs, are you about to play some scary clown stuff? Bye. No, I'm not, but Jack is back. Michelle, I'm not ready for Spoopy. Lindsay, Sai. Guys, Jack took over the stream. That's all the jump scares you're gonna get. I'm sorry, I had to do that. Jack, it wasn't me, it was Jack, everybody. He did it, but that's how excited I am for like Halloween Horror Nights and Jack being back. Did we think Jack was gonna come back? There was definitely some things that were like, is he gonna come back? I'm not sure. Killer Clown Shorty, too bad Hollywood doesn't have this. Too bad, because Hollywood definitely needs some sort of main icon character. They are definitely missing out on that. But we're going to go over some Halloween Horror Nights stuff over in Orlando. Damn, more people are coming in. They missed out on all the fun. That was, what did you guys think of that? I would like kind of like, got that going. Jack Lindsay, Jack is rad, but he's not my favorite. I agree. Well, Jack is my favorite, but I wish they would have done something else. So make sure in the comments, did you guys want someone else as far as an icon character when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights? Would you have rather seen another original, or are you glad that Jack is back? Personally, straight off the bat, I think Jack probably was a last-minute thing, and they're like, hey, we know everyone loves Jack, so let's just go and do that. That's what I think happened. But you know what? I'm excited. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to play what happened today is Universal Studios Orlando released the trailer for the new Jack trailer. So Killer Clown Shorty, Hollywood equals Orlando. That is absolutely not true whatsoever. Hollywood gets all of the junk, the leftovers, and Orlando is left with all these amazing things. So let's watch the new Jack trailer that happened today. Mouse vibes if you're watching. Nothing scary happens, but we're gonna watch it and see how cool this is. Okay, I got my face in this one too, so you can while I refill.
Some say he's the one behind every scream. Some say he only comes out every few years. And some say he's closer than you think.
So I think
to mark the event's 30th year, Jack is back at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. And this year, he's everywhere in a haunted.
So yeah, we did get that trailer, and it is Jack, and it's doing all kinds of stuff. I think I'm not gonna not love Jack. Jack is awesome. Let's see what we got in the comments. Killer Clown Shorty. Hollywood needs to buy the golf course so they can have their second theme park. Yes, of course. When's that going to happen? Who knows? Mouse Vibes. I don't know about Jack, but here in Los Angeles, it would be cool to get OGs like Chucky, Michael Myers, Freddy. So here's the crazy part. Mouse Vibes is they already did that in Orlando. That's already a thing. That already happened. They already got all that stuff. So Hollywood has been so behind, and they've only recently been able to catch up and keep up with how amazing Orlando is. They've had every idea they've ever had already. Master of Fear, when are you going? Probably opening weekend. Hopefully, we might change that to like the 15th instead, but I'm really hoping for opening weekend in Orlando, and then depending on when they decide to, release the stuff for here in Hollywood, definitely try to be there on opening day. If not, get a preview day, because that would be amazing. Lindsay, I figured Jack was going to be, since it's the real 30th. Yeah, I think we all kind of thought that Jack was probably going to be that one. It's an easy win for everybody. It's an easy win for everyone. Loves Jack, so they're like, whatever. And they knew it was going to be a good time, and they knew everyone was going to love it. So what did you guys think of the new trailer? I actually thought it was kind of lackluster. That first trailer before that, where he's back, is so cool and ominous, and this one's kind of like, hey, it's been the quarantine, our budget's kind of lacking, so here we go. So I think that's kind of what happened with that. Otherwise, it's I don't know. I'm excited for it. I got a lot of excitement for Halloween Horror Nights. It's my favorite. I go every year. I love it. Let's see. We got some comments right here. Mouse Vibes, or like Dinos of Death and make Blue even scarier and chase children. They already did that in Orlando. They did a dinosaur theme one where there was experiments and everything went crazy over in Islands of Adventure. That's back then. So they've already done all this. They have, like, Orlando's done it all already. They've already done dinosaur haunted houses. Killer Clowns, I'm going the 16th of October. That's so far away. I'm going to have gone like 13 times already by that time. Hold on, let me refill my drink here real quick. So I'm glad you guys are all rocking in here in the comments. I love it. So we got that happening. We got some other cool stuff happening at Cabana Bay, the hotel down there. Yeah, so Orlando sounds like it wins and ours here sucks. Correct. That is correct. I remember the first time I went to Halloween Horror Nights here in Hollywood, and I was like, what is this? First, I can't just take a drink and bring it around everywhere. You have to specifically drink in certain spots. Like, you can't drink in the tunnel, because I get it. There's the alcohol can't go past that. But, like, you can't drink in certain areas. All of the haunted houses have, like, black walls in between scenes, which are like, we're in Hollywood. Why don't they have the best set designers of all time here? Why does Orlando get all the good stuff? Oh, excuse me. So what's happening? So I remember being so not impressed when I went to Halloween Horror Nights here in Hollywood. I'd been to Orlando for a decade, basically. But I will say we do have some really good haunts here. We have Not Scary Farm, which I'm sure there'll be some other crazy stuff happening soon with that we're going to go over. Not Scary Farm is amazing. Such a good haunted house, or I should say event. It's so good. You can't drink and get scared at once. Yeah, I know. In Orlando, you can literally drink everywhere, and they're pushing alcohol onto you. They used to have Silent Hill nurses running around with drugs, with alcohol in blood bags that would feed you while you're in the line. It was awesome. Yeah, let's just be real, guys. Orlando has everything that is to do with haunted houses, theme parks. Done. Hollywood, it's cool, but it's not Orlando. Also, make sure there's 7 people in here and there's only 4 likes. So make sure to smash that like button. Smash it, smash it, smash it. The more you smash it, the more people get to see this. Killer Clown Shorty, at least Hollywood has better rides. That's also not true. Not at all. Orlando is night and day different in every. Not trying to, say bad about your opinion, Killer Clowns, but Orlando is the bee's knees. They have Hagrid's and Velocicoaster right next to each other. Spider-Man. There's so many good stuff. Jack is cool and all, but give us house announcements. Yes, Zach. Give me some house announcements. We understand that Beetlejuice is going to be here, which we're going to go over in just a little bit. This is going to be such a long-winded... Oh, thank you for the likes, everybody. Appreciate that. I think Zach in the comments, we used to do a podcast on here, of course. I think we're going to do one tomorrow, as long as he's available, because we got a lot to talk about. All kinds of crazy stuff, and I want to put it all in here, but I also want to get my thoughts out in one stream. I've never ever been to Mouse Vibes. I've never even been to Orlando, and I can tell they already have better rides. We don't have the space. That is correct. We don't have the space. It's sad. I wish we did, but we do a lot with the space that we do have, and that's amazing. Lindsay, what do you think about SeaWorld joining the haunts for the season? Lindsay, the more the merrier. Bring me the scares. Because at this point, having no scares last year, I am so ready for it. I am more ready, and I think people are going to go out in droves. Let's just hope it's not like a Six Flags situation where Six Flags isn't really the best at making haunted houses, and they kind of suck. So yeah, let's get into what's happening over at Cabana Bay, over at Universal Studios in Orlando. Let me make sure I bring up this one. So what they usually do, they've done it before. They did a Stranger Things pop-up in Cabana Bay, 3 years ago now? It was the year before when they had the big Stranger Things was popping and that kind of stuff. So here we go. Halloween Horror Nights 4:30. Cabana Bay will feature Jacked Up, which is a closer look at Jack the Clown's past of HHN appearances. So I'm assuming some sort of like montage room and that kind of stuff. A Horror Icons Bar. Guys, a Horror Icons Bar. Food, drinks, pop, props, and costumes that pay homage to the event. This is... and then dedicated entry for guests who are staying at the Universal hotels, which is amazing. But that Horror Icon Bar alone, I'm staying at the Portofino, and I want to like move to the Cabana Bay. But I know that I can just pop over and I'll be fine. But like this right here is gonna be epic. I think they're pulling out all the stops for like little things that you can do here and there when it comes to the park itself and where you're going, or I should say hotels and that kind of stuff. And I think we're gonna have these little interactions here and there all over the place that we haven't had before. And this is one of them. This is the coolest thing. I cannot wait for this. It's gonna be slammed, but I'm assuming they're probably gonna turn either the Swizzle Lounge into the this Horror Icon Bar. Either way, no matter what bar it is, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be slammed the entire time, and no one knows what's going to happen. It's nuts. I think I'm ready for this. I'm so excited for Orlando. It's going to be crazy. So yeah, we got that happening. We got Killer Clowns. At least Hollywood has Secret Life of Pets. Yes, it does have Secret Life of Pets. And Secret Life of Pets is awesome. I love it. I think Orlando will get it eventually. I think Orlando is going to take either Shrek or something and convert it into Secret Life of Pets. There's just no way it wouldn't. I don't think it's going to go into Epic Universe, but I think it's going to go somewhere pretty soon. It's a nice ride. They already have all the stuff for it. Might as well port it over. So, yeah. Michelle. Yes, I already told you this, Michelle. We did book tickets or a hotel already. Super Six Productions. What's up? How are you? Am I from Orlando? No, I'm not from Orlando. I just go a lot. And I've been to Halloween Horror Nights literally every year for the past like 7 years. We always do an RIP tour, and we try to go as much as we can. It's so fun. We love it there. I love it there. Super sick. Are you from Orlando? Is that where you're from? Also super sick name, man. Let's see. What else do we got? Mouse vibes. Secret Life of Pets is kind of boring after riding it a bunch. Not gonna lie. Yes, Mouse vibes. I do agree. However, it's still amazing to ride it, but it definitely doesn't have the re-ride ability that say like Jurassic World does, or Harry Potter or something like that. It's a neat ride, good for kids, but for us, yeah, it's definitely gonna get boring. I agree. Michelle, woo, yeah. Michelle says, unpopular opinion. Don't want the parks to bring the same rides to each coast. I like that they are different. Yes, most people do, but it's easy for them to port them over. Usually Orlando's really good at porting over the rides and then changing them a little bit. They did that for King Kong. They changed it in Orlando. They unfortunately did not do that with Fast and Furious, which is a letdown, and everyone knows it. So yeah, Super Sick Productions. That's Super Sick. Where are you from, Super Sick? Are you from Orlando or are you from Hollywood? Killer Clowns. Simpsons ride is the best at both parks. Killer Clowns, I know you're young and you haven't ridden probably Back to the Future, but that is the OG version and it holds up way more, and I wish they would bring it back. It's so much better than Simpsons. Okay, so we got some more stuff to talk about. Oh yeah, so precautions. And Zach, if you are in the chat still, you can probably bring up some good observations on this. With COVID, and if anyone else has ever been to Halloween Horror Nights, they know that what they do at Halloween Horror Nights from 6 to 2 in the morning, especially in Orlando, is they put in, and this number isn't official, but we've done the math. They bring in an additional 30,000 people. 30,000. Now this is like regular operating days throughout the whole entire day, spread out between all of the attractions, the food, everything like that. Usually get 30,000 to 50,000 people in one night through 10 haunted houses. They put, not considering the other attractions, they put in 30,000 people. This is literally Master Severe. Jimmy Cheese beats all the parks. Yes, it does. They literally put in 30,000 people through a night, and it's conga lines throughout the entire haunts. So, what are they going to do this year? Is COVID going to affect this? What is going to happen? What are the precautions that are going to happen? Do we think it's going to be strictly just straight up anarchy like it usually is? And personally, I think it will be. I think this year is going to be crazier than ever. I don't think there will be any precautions because it's just not going to... We're already at that time where it's going to be done, good to go. It's Florida. No one cares. And we're just going to be balls to the walls just like it was before. I think I think it's just going to be crazy. And I'm excited for it because you just are engulfed in Halloween Horror Nights when you go. There are people everywhere, and there's no way you can control those crowds considering last year. That's why I think they're going so gung-ho about it. It's also why I think they kind of like left a little bit the announcements until now, is because they didn't really know what was happening, and now with masks off and social distancing gone, we're able to like get into it and just keep going. And I'm thinking they're going to take plexiglass away from the scare actors. I don't think there's going to be anything. I think we're going to be full on back to normal come this October. We got some people in the chat. Let's see. Super Sick Productions. I'm from San Diego and I hate SeaWorld. But Legoland is super sick. I've never been to Legoland. I've been wanting to come down and visit. It just seems like a lot of kids, so I'm not sure if I'm ready to be around that many children. Mouse vibes? Can you dress up for Halloween Horror Nights? I mean, it's Orlando. It's hot, sweaty, and it's a mess. You don't dress. It's not Disney. the only thing you dress up for at Halloween Horror Nights is booty shorts and stuff. I'm sure you can put stuff on, but you can't put masks on or anything like that. There's just too much alcohol involved and too many people, and they don't want to get people confused for a scare actor and have bad things happen. If anything, you're going to dress as a sexy, I don't know. You can't. So no, the answer is no. Let's see. Michelle, adults that don't have kids. Oh, for Legoland. Yeah. Carlos. Oh, what's up, Pidzonka? Good to see that you're in here. We're just talking Halloween Horror Nights, so if you want to chime in too, Dan Pidzonka is in this, and he's very versed in the land of Halloween Horror Nights as well. Carlos, I hope so. Me too. Super Sick Productions. They have a best craft beer selection in theme parks. Oh, is that Legoland? All right. Yeah. I've heard mixed reviews on Legoland. Mouse Vibes. Nick and I want to go to Legoland, but it seems like a kiddie park. I think it's definitely geared towards kiddie park, but apparently they have good craft beers. So, yeah. So I think when it comes to, I think it's going to be an all-out regular time. I think we're going to have conga lines just like before. I don't think scare actors are going to have any sort of face mask protection. I think we're just going to be just like it was in 2019. It's going to be, I'm going to get there and I'm going to remember the first 4 haunts and then that's it. So what's up, Ashley Bartledew, to you too. Make sure to smash that like button if you're just joining us. Welcome, guys. I kind of want to redo. You guys missed it. If anyone's just joining, we did like this fun little thing where I was like, here, I'm just going to do it now because thought it was so cool. I was like, oh my God, guys, like something's wrong with my connection. Oh no, like that's weird. What's going on? Like, oh no, here we go. And then I was like, oh, this ain't good, guys. And you know what? I was super proud of that, and that's why I did it again. Because that was awesome. Okay, we're 30 minutes in, and I haven't even gotten over speculation of anything yet. All right, are we in for this now? All right, so guys, you're in the chat. Here we are. It's Halloween Horror Nights. Let's get into this. If you're just joining, we already went over Legoland. We went over Halloween Horror Nights, the Cabana Bay, which is awesome. Timothy Bunch is in the house. Oh, we got everyone in here now. What's up, everybody? If you guys want to give me money, you know my Venmo. What's up? What's up? Glad to see you guys are all in here. What's the story on this clown? The Clown of Jack, that's a whole entire episode. There's a whole website dedicated on the Orlando blog if you guys want to read that. It's not something we can go over right now. It's like he's got multiple backstories, an asylum, escaping from an asylum, all kinds of crazy souls type of situation. We got the whole Bartledew crew in here. So let's go over these things right here. Boom. Let me move over so I can be in here too. So here we go. We're gonna go over each haunt, but sorry, I'm laughing because you guys are ridiculous. All right, we're gonna go over these real quick. And while I go over them, you guys let me know if you're excited for it, if you're not excited for it, if you wish it was something else, if you think if it was, yes, Pidzonka, did you get to read about what's going on in the Swizzle Lounge, the Cabana Bay for Horror Nights? Yes, we already went over that. Super excited about it. If you guys don't know what Dan's and you're just joining us, we'll go over it real quick. I have it right here. Real quick, just before we go back into there. So Halloween Horror Nights, again, if you're just joining us, is going to have the Cabana Bay is turning into the jacked up, get even closer, look at Jack's past experiences and appearances, and the horror icon bar, which I'm so excited for. That'll be awesome, and of course, dedicated entry for both of those. So make sure to get over to Cabana Bay, because it's gonna be a good old time. I'm not staying there this year. I'm gonna stay over at Portofino because gotta get those express passes. Okay, so let's go over this right here. This is the speculation map from I think at Horror Nights Nightmares. They always do a pretty good job at predicting what these haunts are going to be. So whenever these things come up and they bring this in here, it's usually pretty spot on. So of course we're gonna go from, we got the Bride of Frankenstein Lives. I'm gonna go over them all first, and then we'll go into a little bit on everything. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, HHN Icons Captured, Welcome to Scary. Let's see. Sorry, I got the chat's blowing up. Pizzonka, this chat's about to get hijacked, son. But what about a great thing to take a semi-popular, unpopular bar and really make it a hot spot? Yeah, I agree. However, the Swizzle Lounge gets pretty packed on certain nights. It can get crazy, and I'm just ready for it. Bunch of clowns in here. Okay, so we got the Wicked Growth, Puppet Theater, The Haunting of Hill House, Beetlejuice, and probably, it says Creepshow or Halloween 3, but I think it's going to be Halloween 3. They already got the sets over here in Hollywood, so they're probably just going to do, or they're going to take the Creepshow stuff that they did from Halloween Horror Nights over here in Hollywood and bring them over to Orlando and then flip-flop them. So out of these, what's everyone looking forward to? I know there are certain things that that Orlando does really well that I'm excited for, and there's certain things that I'm not. I'm always excited for the Bride of Frankenstein. Those haunts, those original IPs, those monster IPs have been chef's kiss when it comes to this. Timothy Bunch, if they don't have the Billie Eilish house, I ain't going. I agree with you, Tim. I ain't going either if they don't have that. Listen, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And if Billie Eilish ain't there, then I ain't going. So when it comes to the Bride of Frankenstein, the Frankenstein Lives house, it's going to be awesome. The Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, that one's going to be amazing as well. I feel like they're going to do some crazy stuff when it comes to like their originals. And with the Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, I forget which Pizzonka, if you can remember, which haunted house was it where they had all the different like fairy tales? Was it Scary Tales where they had like Rapunzel's hair like all pulled out and her body was dismembered? I feel like Revenge of the Tooth Fairy is going to be like that, where it's going to be these demented, just sick imagery of like this tooth fairy going to houses and just pulling teeth out of kids' mouths and that kind of stuff. Mouse Vibes, we are in the minority here, but IP over originals for haunts. Bring all the movies and TV peeps. Mouse Vibes, it's because you haven't experienced any of these original IP or originals that Halloween Horror Nights can do, and they are amazing. And the fact that you won't even go through, Mouse Vibes won't even go into the haunted houses themselves. So make sure to make fun of Mouse Vibes in the chat right there, that they should go through the haunted houses because they're chickens. Mouse Vibes are chickens. Hashtag open eyes. Scary Tales, they've done about 3 different variations so far, and they've always a big hit amongst the originals. Yeah, I remember, I think Revenge of the Tooth Fairy, it's probably going to be like that. I feel like it's going to be a great haunted house. This HHN Icons Captured, does anyone know anything about that? I don't know anything about that. I'm assuming they're capturing a bunch of the icons. So, and then they're putting them somewhere. Is this one that Jack maybe has captured everybody? Is this another thing that Jack's captured all of the other icons and he has them on display, kind of like the collector? I don't know. Sounds pretty cool to me. You're welcome, Universal. Let's see. Welcome to Scary. That one's awesome because that delves deep into the past and the lore of Scary, Ohio, which is from Halloween Horror Nights and all the back lot and the back lore and that kind of stuff, which would be awesome. Oh, I didn't go over Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Boo! It's gonna be dumb. I don't care. I don't care about it. I don't care about the Haunting on Hill House. That's gonna be dumb as well. We've seen some of the previews for Puppet Theater, and that's gonna be pretty cool. The Wicked Growth. I don't know. Was it gonna be Tree People? Beetlejuice, of course, looks dope, and I'm super excited about that. And then Creepshow. I'd rather take Creepshow over Halloween 3. Creepshow in Hollywood was really awesome, and it was amazing, and I would definitely take it over Halloween, because Halloween 3, no one wants to go. No one cares. Get it out of here. What are your thoughts on which haunts are you looking forward to the most, and which one do you think is going to be the best this year? And do you think Billie Eilish is coming back? All right, we're going to get in the comments right here because y'all blowing it up. Too bad I don't have any super like buttons here so you guys can give me some money. Oops. Okay, let's see. We got Ashley. Originals over IPs with a few exceptions. I agree 100%, Ashley. But what are your few exceptions when it comes to the IPs? Which IPs did you like more than the originals? Zach, originals are so much better. I do agree with you. Mouse Vibes, we watch them on YouTube because we are lame. Nick Will, the Yeti one in 2019 actually looked dope though. Yeah, Mouse Vibes, honestly, most of them are awesome. Most of the originals are crazy. Especially, I loved when they did they've done the Running Man one a couple times. Those are amazing. Some of the originals I don't necessarily remember because usually by that time I'm blackout. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Timothy, I'm planning on going with my Uncle Billy. Are you? How's his Boo Barn doing? Ashley, if there's anything like the 25th anniversary house, it's gonna be glorious. Uncle Billy, as in Uncle Billy from Uncle Billy's Boo Barn. Yeah. It's Masters of Fear. What kind of growth? I know. Super Sick Productions. Have they done a Jurassic World style maze like Raptors on the Loose? Yes, they did that. And if someone can chime in if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they did that when they did the haunted houses in Islands of Adventure way back when. They actually did a haunted house with Jurassic Park, which was, from what I've seen, looks awesome. And I'm not sure if anyone's been to it, but I know there's some old people in the chat, so you might be able to tell us when and how it was. Let's see. Killer Clowns, I hope Hollywood has Beetlejuice. Honestly, I think they're going to have it. I think they're building the Beetlejuice house right where, what is it? Mel's Diner is. They have I think it's going to be the Book of the Recently Deceased right there. Tim, any idea if they're doing VIP pancake breakfast with scare actors again? I hope they are. I definitely hope so, because I'm going to get my pajamas on. I'm going to get scared just like I usually do. Super Sick Productions. The Season of the Witch is super sick. However, I enjoyed Creepshow a lot last year, so I'd rather see that instead. Can the Mouse Vibes, can they do like a Simpsons of death and Homer tries to kill everyone? That'd be pretty cool. However, I don't know if the Simpsons would go for it, or was it Fox that owns it, which is Disney. So they couldn't do that. No, they can't. They can't do that. Tooth Fairy was one of the haunts that they had opened last year with Bride of Frankenstein after giving in and watching through I think it's going to be top Universal Monsters from 2019. I sure hope so, Pizzonka. I really do. I'm excited about it. The Masters of Horror. All the actors are going to have Edgar cuts. I sure hope so. It'll be scary. Super scary. Ashley, Poltergeist for sure. Cabin in the Woods stands out. It's a few of my favorite IPs. Yes, Poltergeist was awesome, and then so was Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, those were really cool IPs, and I do love them, but they were already horror-based and cool to begin with. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I could take it or leave it, you know? The Haunting on Hill House, He was okay, but it's like it's spooky, scary in the background. No one wants to be like, oh, there's a ghost in the background. They want, it's the 30th anniversary. Let's go. Let's get something big. Let's do this grandiose thing. All right, let's see. Carlos, what's up, Carlos? Welcome to chat. Can't wait till they announce it. I'm probably still wearing a mask. That's totally fine, Carlos. I suggest there's too many people. I would wear my mask anyways, just because I don't want them stinky breaths in my face. So I don't disagree with that. I'm gonna put this away though, and while I catch up with some of these over here. Timothy Bunch. Oh, Pedzonka. They did a JP haunt a year. They had it in Islands of Adventure, and it was like human dino hybrid experiments gone wrong. That answers your question. Super sick. Yes, they did do it, and apparently it was right. It was good and awesome and hybrid. So it was like pretty cool. So why not? Mouse Vibes. Treehouse of Horror Maze. Now that would be awesome, except they would have to be super disturbing, and I'm not sure they would go that far. When it comes to Halloween Horror Nights, it's pretty disturbing stuff, and it's not necessarily kiddie land. And I know you want Mouse Vibes. You're probably all about the kiddie stuff, but let's be real. When I go to Halloween Horror Nights, I want to get the shit scared out of me. Let's see. Pedzonka. People have clamored for a Treehouse of Horrors based on Simpsons. Who knows it's like you said, if Fox would not go for it. No, they wouldn't go for it. They would never go for that. There's just no way they would go for that. Wow, we got you guys are popping in the chat. I appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't hit the like button already, make sure to hit the like button. Ashley, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. I feel like I've seen that somewhere else. They haven't done that already? Because that would be amazing. Just having the slug, like the welcome to prime time. Mouse Vibes, Conjuring House Maze. I would pee myself. Have they already, someone point below, have they done Conjuring already? I feel like they have. Someone like let me know if they've done that. I just feel like they've already done that. Isn't that a Universal IP already? I think like they've already done that. We got to fill up a little bit of this bottle here real quick. Because we got people chatting and we're doing good. Timothy, can someone bring me over a roll of TP? I just ran out. Well, sorry. Call your boy and get some TP. Carlos, Halloween is being overused twice in a row in Hollywood was already enough. I agree with you, Carlos. They do not need to bring along more Halloween. Get rid of it. Don't want it. It's fun to have once, but it's just Michael Myers just going ding, and that's it. Like I don't want to hear that stomp pad going every 30 seconds. I already heard it enough up in Buffalo at the House of Horrors. R.I.P. R.I.P. But also, if you're in Buffalo area and you're watching this, make sure to go to houseofhorrorsbuffalo.com and get your tickets for next weekend, because it's one more time for scaring, so you got to get in there. What's the one last scare? Fortunately, they're closing down. Make sure to get up there and get your scare on. If you guys are watching this and you're in the Buffalo area, go on and get there. It's next week. RIP. Gonna miss that place. Don't want it to end. So anyway, sorry. Let's get on to this. What else do we got? Conjuring Maze would be awesome. Insidious, yes. Conjuring, amazing. Mouse Vibes, Goosebumps Maze. It would be fun, except like I would need like Shocker on Shock Street to like rip people apart. Mouse Vibes, I don't think you can handle the haunted houses that are going to happen, or that you're going to see because you're going to go through it. Oh, Zach, Conjuring was at the Warner Brothers Haunt Studio tour, and they had it a few years ago. Yes, that's how I know. I remember it because I went to that, and it was amazing. I really did love it. It was a fun time at Warner Brothers, and I actually wish they did that again. Warner's Brothers did a great job. Like there was like barely any people there, and they were allowed to do like really intricate scares that were like multi, like versed. I remember they had Freddy vs. Jason, or they had a Friday the 13th. No, yeah, Friday the 13th. That's Jason, right? And I remember he walked he was submerged underneath the water and walked out of the water at the lake. And I remember my mind just being like, "What?" They must have had him on a little like oxygen tank underneath the water, hooked onto some weights, and then he popped out of the water and walked just like in the movies. And I was like, I'm going to die. Like this guy is coming after me. That was one of the coolest moments I've had in a haunted house in a long time. That was very cool. I wish they would do that again. So if Warner Brothers, if you're listening, bring back your haunted house. It was awesome. There was no one there, and it was amazing. So just do it again, please. Please bring it back. Okay, hold on. We got Fernando's in the chat. What's up, Fernando? Let's see. We got a lot of people. I'm trying to keep up here. Let's see. Sorry, guys. Conjuring. I'm just trying to. Fernando's in here. What's up, Fernando? All right, let's go on to, while I try to get onto this stuff. Sorry, guys. Let's go on to Hollywood here for a second. Let's go see what some Hollywood's got. I know, Hollywood. This is the womp womp of speculation right here. So, Hollywood's kind of getting the shaft this year, unfortunately. We're only getting 7 haunts, maybe. Which, oh, see you later, Super Sick. Wish you were still, we're still here. Come back anytime. Make sure to subscribe. Let's go on to Halloween Horror Nights in Hollywood, which we're getting a bunch of duds this year, unfortunately. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween 3, Beetlejuice, Pandora's Box, Walking Dead, Haunting on Hill House, and The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. Nah, this ain't it, guys. This year is gonna, this is gonna not be good. Like, those are all just meh ideas. Pandora's Box, when they had it before, was awesome. Really loved it. Bride of Frankenstein Lives will be awesome, but it'll probably be the same thing as in Orlando. What do you guys think about this list? This list is kind of, it's lackluster, if anything. I'm glad we're still getting a season, because there's definitely rumors that we weren't going to, but like, these IPs are such mix match blah. Like, the Haunting on Hill House, Halloween, and Chainsaw Massacre are all like, I'm in a house. I'm in a spooky house. Let's just do this. I'm in a house. And either insert chainsaw, knife, or some spooky ghost. There you go. It's the same 3 haunted houses. It's kind of, we're getting the shaft when it comes to these haunts. Beetlejuice would be awesome. Pandora's Box would be awesome. Bride of Frankenstein Lives would be awesome. Walking Dead, shut it down. I don't care. It is not fun. Like, I don't care about it. I don't want it. I don't care about it. What are your thoughts on these haunted houses? This Mouse Vibes. This list does look like booty. Pandora's Box is probably going to be the only good one here. And Frankenstein Lives. What are your thoughts? What are you excited about? Let me get up in these comments here. We got to go way back. Carlos, what if they did A Quiet Place? Imagine the silence in the mazes. They make you go along a path on sand. Carlos, that would be actually really cool, but let's be real. People would be hooping and hollering, and it wouldn't be silent at all. It would be cool, though. Let's see. I'm ignoring some of these comments, unfortunately. Chuck E. Cheese maze is scary looking. That things follow you. Yeah, Carlos. Five Nights at Freddy's for a haunted house would actually be really cool. I actually do really love that whole entire thing. I think it'd be amazing. I just, I don't know how we can get that to be a haunted house. Let's see. Mouse Vibes. I did Walking Dead maze twice. Once full walkthrough for the second maze. It was halfway through and I left it. Mouse Vibes. If you can't handle Walking Dead, there's no way you can handle the other haunted houses. But you should go through them anyways because you need to go. You just gotta force yourself. Anytime, Pizzonka, anytime you wanna talk about HHN again, maybe we'll make a full announcement come once it hits up and I can cam from our HH room office. We're going to do a podcast tomorrow if you're still in here, Pizzonka, so hit me up. Carlos, I am one for looking for House on Haunting Hill and Chainsaw. That's all. I know people love chainsaws, but I want something that's more visceral and something more cool. I'm kind of sick of chainsaws. They're cheap scares. I don't really care about them anymore. That's just my opinion. But you know what? We'll see. Mouse Vibes, if you go to Halloween Horror Nights and don't go in the mazes, do they still come up to you? Yes or no? Absolutely they do. Absolutely do they get you. They absolutely get you, Mouse Vibes. And that's why you need to get in there because the scare zones are actually where they get you the most. Because they can smell your fear. Because they know once one person's scared, it's game over. And that's where I want to film Mouse Vibes going through the scare zones. Because those are going to be sweet, sweet views. No, Carlos, no Holiday in Hell, no Toxic Tunnel. I'm assuming... Actually, no, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to do any of that kind of stuff. Who knows? We'll find out. Mouse Vibes, what is... Pandora's Box. Pandora's Box, it's not a scary jewelry store. It was more of like open up Pandora's Box into... Wait, do you not know what Pandora's Box is, Mouse Vibes? You need to research some stuff. But they basically opened up Pandora's Box and it was a mishmash of all kinds of cool stuff. It was actually pretty neat. I actually really liked it. Carlos, what about the rumors of Terror Tram? Is that supposed to happen? Is Terror Tram supposed to happen? I would love... Yeah, right? Terror Tram is supposed to come back. I would love for Terror Tram to come back. I love that. That was so fun. It was so fun. There's a lot of stuff in there. Sorry, guys. We're getting off tangent now, but I like that everyone's in the chat. Love chatting with you, so we're going to keep going. Killer Clown Shorty, are you attending HHN Hollywood? Of course I am. I will probably be getting a all-you-can-fear pass and going almost every night. It's amazing. My Val. What's up, Val? Welcome to the chat. They need to put in a psychological thriller. What psychological thriller would you want in there, Val? Even with Mouse Vibes, even with no scare zones, I believe they're going to have scare zones this year. This is just a speculation map, so they don't know what's happening, but I definitely think they're going to have scare zones. If they've taken away all any sort of stuff at Universal now, we're definitely going to have scare zones 100% because there's no restrictions now. We're fully open, so it's going to be game on now. So yes, scare zones will be happening and you will get scared, but don't quote me on that because I'm pretty sure that they're going to have scare zones. Killer Clowns, will be no Toxic Tunnel this year. That's fine though. I don't like the Toxic Tunnel. It's kind of boring. Carlos, I heard it was supposed to come back in Hollywood Harry as well. Yeah, I just saw the tweets that happened today about Hollywood Harry saying that he was getting old. It's a whole different... They're trying to do a different lore over here, but, it just isn't as good as Orlando. So what are your thoughts on Halloween Horror Nights this year? Are you guys excited for it? What are you guys ready to do? You guys ready to go to Orlando? Are you guys ready to get scared? What's your favorite things that you're waiting for? I know I'm ready for a lot of things. I'm going to be broke by the end of October, that's for sure. Michelle, Mouse Vibes, we can go together and be scared together. That sounds like a great idea. Get them in there. let's see. Pandora. I can't read that one. Sorry, Tim. Pidzonka, do you think you can try and film the haunts this year at Hollywood, or do you think they'll allow it that on media nights if they have them? I'm going to actually think there's going to be both. I'm hoping to get a media pass this year. I think with TikTok clout, I might actually be able to get one, but I actually do think they will be able to take phones inside the haunted houses this year as long as there's no flash. And it's not like a bright light, because they've been allowing us to bring the cameras onto all of the rides, and that like literally changed this year. So I think they're just allowing it to happen, saying like free press. They don't care anymore. Let's just bring it on. Let's just have it. I think that's what's going to happen. And I have a feeling that Orlando's going to do the same thing as well, and I'm hoping they do. I mean, I'll just sneak my camera in anyways. But you didn't hear that, Orlando. I didn't say nothing. You didn't hear nothing. Shh. Killer Clowns is excited for Halloween Horror Nights. Yes, me too as well. Tim, lots of speculation going on here. I want the cold hard facts, please. Sorry, Tim. Boo Anon is definitely working its magic over here on this one. Mouse vibes. Michelle, I was wondering if I brought my walking sticks and dark sunglasses and pretend I'm blind, maybe the bad guys would skip me. No, Mouse vibes, they would probably get you even more. Carlos, psychological maze. You walk through a dark tunnel, only arrows guiding you, and every once in a while you hear a bang along the wall and someone runs out in front of you. Carlos, you wouldn't believe how many people... You could build the most elaborate, amazing haunted house on the entire planet, Carlos, and the thing that people will say is the best part of the haunted house is the black hallways, because their brains are what scares them the most. So you can put millions of dollars into a haunted house, and the thing that they say they love the most is the tunnel that squeezes them together that's black. And I know there's people in this chat that can attest to that the best parts of the haunted house that people love are the ones that are just black hallways. That nothing happens because they scare themselves. It is a sigh. It gives you people want, I get it, people want chainsaws. People want people that look like Michael Myers and Chucky. But the originals are where it's at. Those are where they lie, and that's where everything's good. But I know there's some people in this chat that can attest to black hallways are what scare people the most. So you're right, Carlos. All right, so, oh wow, we're on an hour already. We got 11 people still in here. It's been a jam-packed hour of nonstop talking. Let's see. What else do we got going on? I think that was pretty much all. Do you guys have any questions, comments? I want to put some questions up in this. What are you guys all about? Are you guys excited for maybe like going to Not Scary Farm? Speaking of which, there's certain individuals in the chat that need to come out to. If you haven't been out to Not Scary Farm, you got to get out to Not Scary Farm because it is going to be awesome. Chef's kiss, cannot wait. All right, guys, this is the time where I say, let's see, it's going to be right here. Do you like candles that smell like theme parks, churros, Soarin', anything that you could imagine from a theme park? Well, guess what? AdventureCandleCompany.com has got your candles. Make sure to use code Let's Park It for free shipping on any candle that's going to make you reminisce about being at the theme parks. We even got popcorn scented candles. Get on over to AdventureCandleCompany.com and get your candles now. Wow, I butchered that ad. I am sorry, Adventure Candle Company. I am sorry. They do smell amazing, though, and I think I want to make an HHN candle, but I don't know what to do. I think popcorn, maybe, or that you can't make the scent of the fog. It doesn't make sense. So, yes, shameless plug for sure. Sorry, everybody. What are you guys most excited for as far as when it comes to haunted houses this year. Are you guys gonna go to HHN Hollywood? Are you gonna go to HHN Orlando? Are you gonna go to SeaWorld? Where are you guys gonna go? Let me down in the comments below. Make sure to hit that like button too if you haven't done it before. Hit that like button. I want to hear from everybody. Also, I might do my shameless plug again. My little like. Okay, ready? Oh no! Oh, what happened, everybody? Something's wrong with. Hold on, let me fix this, guys. Let me fix it. Let me I just absolutely love that I did this. I'm sorry. I had to do it again. It's just so fun. HHN needs my Ventureville. HHN needs to be musky. I do have like a musk scent, but I'm not. Hold on. Maybe. Ashley, turkey leg scent. I don't. Yeah, I could probably get some turkey leg scent actually. Killer Clowns, see you later. Killer, thank you for coming into the chat. Appreciate you. Carlos, I know you're going to hate me for it, but I've never had any HHN snacks. Carlos, you need to get on some HHN snacks because there are some really, really good ones. Some really good ones. Those twisted taters, those are really good. There's the drinks at HHN are my favorite, of course, but yeah. All right, I think we're coming to the end. Does anyone else have any questions? Let's talk more. I mean, whatever. Carlos, make sure you get to Orlando. If you haven't been to Orlando already, it is amazing. It is one of the best places, especially for Halloween. You need to get out there and go and just have a great time. It is so fun. It's amazing. Yeah, just get out there. I'll probably be going a couple times this year. Depending on when certain people want to go. Definitely want to try and get out there opening weekend. However, the RIP tour for opening weekend. Oh, prices. We didn't even go over prices. Let's go over prices. I brought this up. Where am I? Boop. There it is. Didn't even go over this. If everyone's still here, we can go over this real quick. So prices for Halloween Horror Nights. Here they are. $70. We got $70 for express passes, and then starting at $199, the RIP tours. So let's get in here. Hopefully you guys can. Let's go one ticket. Here are your breakdowns. So, as of course, I don't know what the prices were last year or 2 years ago. I feel like they upped the price. I'm not sure. So just so you guys know, this is. Of course, the later you go in the year, the more expensive it is. That first weekend is $94. Whew. Especially since a lot of people aren't going to be able to do a lot of stuff. You have almost $100 come the 30th, but of course that's Halloween weekend. But most nights you're in the $70 to $80 range. I'm trying to get. I want to go this first opening weekend, but I'm gonna go a couple times. It just depends. This is just Orlando right now, Carlos. So Val, if you're looking right now, this is the pricing right here. So let's look up what express passes are. Not too bad, considering double the price. And you still gotta wait. You still gotta wait for these things. You're gonna wait 30 to 45 minutes with express passes. Dan, if you're still in the chat, let me know. I know you've done express passes before, Just Express. How long was the wait? Usually, if anyone's in chat, let me know how long you waited with Just Express passes, because that can be a decent wait. Hopefully, you guys can see this too. We're looking at a maximum of $130 mid-peak in October. For express passes, and a low of pretty much $70 come like Wednesdays. which is expected. Here is the big one. Also, if you've never done the Halloween Horror Nights behind the tours, this behind the screams, such a good tour, so fun, especially if you're really into Halloween Horror Nights. Good to see a lot of stuff. Here's the kicker right here. Boop. They don't even have any on Friday, which I don't think they offered any in to begin with. But we're looking at $329 on Saturday. Woof. We got $229 for the RIP tour. And this is the RP tour. So the RP tour basically gets you into every attraction privately. They take you straight in the front of the haunted house. Boom, done. It's amazing. You can't go wrong with that. It's pretty cool. And then you have a high of, let's see here. We got $349, $369 per night. But if you're only here for one day, getting these tours is literally worth it. It's worth its weight in gold. It's the only way we'll do Halloween Horror Nights now. Let's see, what do we got in the chat here? So yeah, those are the pricings for this year's Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando. Michelle, bring back the spooky candles. They're coming back. Carlos, I learned that I go somewhere in late October in Hollywood at least. Yes, more expensive, but the lines are really short, especially after 12. They drop below 10 to 15 minutes. Carlos, where are you talking about? In Hollywood or Orlando? Because the lines in Orlando are always 2 to 3 hours per haunted house most of the time. It is insane. That's usually, listen, it's 1 to 3 hours depending on what day you go and what you're looking at. But it can be very, very time consuming. We usually, Pizanka, we usually start the night by headwind, the back of the park and hitting the haunts. They literally have walk-in lines. I've noticed most of the crowds hit the second sound stage. We usually hit that up at about half the houses in the first hour and half they barely await. Yeah, so Pizanka, if you've gotten express passes, how long were you usually waiting for with an express? Do you have like a time? Is it like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? I know I've heard people waiting 40 plus minutes in express on some busy nights. Especially, I know you probably go during the weekdays too. I'm not sure. But I know on weekends people can wait up to 40 minutes in express. Because remember, we've seen those lines, and lines can get crazy, crazy long when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights. My Adventure Valve. Is RIP tour plus the cost of the ticket? I may have missed that. Yeah, so what it is it is literally, this is what's shocking, but it's well worth it. The price of admission plus the RIP tour. So you're looking at, if you're going on a peak night, the 23rd of October, you're spending somewhere in the range of $450 for the night. But, and I know people can attest to this in the comments, it is 1,000% worth it, because when you go on that crazy busy weekend, there are 30 to 40,000 people in there, and then the lines are all 2 hours, and there's 10 haunted houses. Like, it's nuts. There's no way you can get through everything in one night. So it's just a crazy, crazy long line, and going the RIP tour, even on a slow night, is just, it's the way to go. With the RP tour, you get to have specialty places where you get to eat. They feed you. You get your own private tour guide, and you get to go into the front of each haunted house. They explain a couple things. You get VIP access to everything. You get to ride all the rides you want. And then on the top of that, when you're done with your IP tour, you get an express pass to go back and do whatever you want. So it's well worth it, especially if you're only there 1 or 2 nights. Usually doing like a express pass one night and then a tour the next night is usually the way to go, or just express RIP tours, all of them, if you have the cash. However, if you're only there for a weekend, definitely go the RIP tour. I know people will say no to that, but listen, we're only here for a good time. We're not here for a long time. Let's see. Carlos, I usually mix in between rides and haunts. Yes. Carlos, the Hollywood lines. Yeah, so the Hollywood lines definitely do like go way, way down after a certain point, but in Orlando, it's a totally different situation. Zach, Express on weekends is still probably an hour. Yeah, that's nuts. That is crazy, crazy, crazy. Pidzonka, we start to use Express Pass. One thing starts to pick up on an average 20 minutes or so to hit up all the houses with the pass. But then at night, the lines drop, and we hit a bunch of them that dropped. After taking with him, I'm pretty convinced that we need to try the RIP. Dan, you've never done the RIP tour? That is crazy. Pidzonka, you've never done the RIP tour. That's wild. Zach, RIP is the only way to do it. Correct, it is. Pidzonka, yeah, you definitely aren't going through everything without an extra kind of pass. It's impossible. You need Express Pass minimum. Michelle, no. What are you saying no at, Michelle? But yeah, so no matter what, you need an Express Pass. And you need to know what you're doing in order to get through all the haunted houses. Like 1,000%. If you don't know what you're doing when it comes to, if you don't know that you can stay in the little cages and go from being in the haunted excuse me, when you're in Universal Studios and then know that you can corral and then get to the haunted houses immediately and be inside the park, if you don't know that, you are not going to get on everything, because there's definitely places that you can go. You can wait literally in a corral before the haunts even open inside the park and be one of the first people to get to the haunted houses, which is key to getting into the haunted houses, because 10 minutes after that corral opens, the lines start. You're just like, you're good to go. So they're crazy lines everywhere. So you can get to certain haunted houses right away and get through them a couple times before the major crowd even gets into the park, which is key. But if you don't know that, then you're screwed. You're screwed. You're literally screwed. You will never, there's certain things as like theme park insiders, or I would say like people who really know theme parks, we actually do have like an advantage to be able to get the best experience out of the time that we do have. If you're just a regular person, which is 99% of people, I don't know how they're going to a theme park, to Halloween Horror Nights for a weekend and getting regular tickets and like having a good time. It's just, they're just waiting in lines the entire time. Like certain nights, you're only going to be able to get into 3 haunts. Maybe. It's nuts. Oh. Carlos, I'm a fanatic, but I've never done RIP. Definitely do RIP. It's amazing, Carlos. Got to get into that. Michelle, Pitbull, no. Yes, I did pull out the Pitbull. Pidzonka, exactly. If you're a noob, you better be going with someone who knows the ins and outs. We've been going through 2006. I have a system, and it works very well for us. I agree. Yes, it does work. You guys definitely need to get on the RIP tour, though, because it's amazing. It's so much fun. Okay, we're at 1 hour and 14 minutes. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys, everyone. Make sure to hit that comment, subscribe, that subscribe button, hit like, all that kind of good stuff down below, because I love doing these. And we got to talk about our favorite subject, with this Halloween. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up now. I'm hopefully going to do a podcast tomorrow. It's going to go over this whole thing again. So Zach, we got to talk about that. But with that being said, guys, like I said, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon. All kinds of good stuff. But I'm going to see you guys later. It was good talking to you. But yeah, guys, as always, remember, let's park it. Okay. How do I stop this now? Thanks, guys.